This is Umwai Khyrwi Falls, located on the site of Sutnga village. This falls has an interesting story about the legend Ryndi and Dohkha. The story about Ryndi and Dohkha is a love story of an elderly man who fell in love with a nymph from the Umwai river, whose children later reigned as his Jaintia or kings of Jaintia. Here is the story. Once upon a time, there was a man from War Umwai named Ryndi. He went one day to fish in Umwai river near Umwai village. When he had caught only one fish, he returned home. He roasted the fish and placed it in the swinging shelf above the fireplace. He forgot to eat it. The next morning he went out for work. When he returned home in the evening, he found his house has been swept, cleaned and looked after, and that the rice has been cooked. He was very surprised at this. Next day, the same thing happened. When this state of things continued to occur, he made a pretense one day of going to work again, and he called his dog. But he concealed himself the whole day outside the village. And when it was time for cooking rice in the evening, he returned home. From far he saw smoke was rising from the house. He crept up quietly so that he might suddenly enter the house and to catch the culprit. However, he was very amazed when he found a woman there. He asked, "Who are you?" She replied, "I am the fish whom you caught and you forgot to eat." The beauty of the nymph, Dohkha, made Ryndi fall in love with her then and there. Dohkha requested him not to let anyone know about her, and later they fixed a date for marriage. And Dohkha said that as of now I will go, and I'll come to stay with you forever on the day that we fix. And remember, she said to Ryndi, you should not keep any room inside the house. When the day had finally arrived, Dohkha brought all her relatives with her. However, when Dohkha began to enter the house and was about to cross the entrance, she saw a broom which his mother had placed in the entrance. She suddenly turned back and with all her relatives and returned to the river, leaving Ryndi there alone. One night, Ryndi saw a dream that Dohkha had gone by the river Umwai to a village called Sutnga. He left his village immediately, went to angle for her in that river. And when he had caught her, he found that she still looked the same as before. After that, he married her, and she bore 12 daughters and a son. When the children of Ryndi and Dohkha grew up, both of them returned to the river of Umwai, and their children later became the Jaintia or kings of Jaintia. It is said that from the fishing rod of Ryndi, which had left on the bank of the river, there grew up bamboos, the joined leaves of which grew upside down to the present day.